My work is mainly a work of technical coordination. So it's management, but it's technical management. And I think it's a very privileged position because at my age, I can openly say I'm 55. It's still very good that I'm still learning in the technical field. It's a very dynamic environment which I have to update myself continuously. And this is very good for me because my background is technical. On the other side, I'm in charge of quite a big team, 250 people divided in 5 divisions and a large number of sections. And so I have responsibility over people. That means also motivating the people. That means taking care of their career development and of their assessment. And this means having continuous meetings with them. And this is very enriching from the personal point of view. I think it of course dates back at the school time, not about space but about physics. So I was good in maths and physics, and so I had already idea to study something related to science. But then when I was in school, when I was around 15, somebody from a company, semiconductor company, microelectronics company, came to the school to make presentation of how exciting and interesting was their job. And I was really inspired, and then in fact this led me somehow to study physics. I studied physics. In fact, while studying physics, I learned about I was fascinated by the physical aspects of biology. So I made my thesis in biophysics, studying the dynamic of DNA. And but then I must say I didn't continue in that direction. So my professional life had several changes, and this was the first change. It was at that time very difficult to find a job in Italy in that field because it was at the upfront. I needed a job, I needed a salary. And then I started to work in semiconductors, in a semiconductor company that hired me. I got enthusiastic quite soon, and from there I was hired in another company that was making electronics for space. And there my space adventure started, and my adventure with solar cells in fact started. Because very soon I was leading a team to develop the first European solar cells with high efficiency, so with multiple layers of semiconductors, giving much more power than the traditional silicon solar cells. And the first panel of this new technology flew on board a small satellite. From there, then, I got in contact with the European Space Agency, and in '91, after 8 years in industry, I had this great opportunity to come here, and that's it. There is good and bad in everything, let's say. First of all, it can be noted that we are not many women here, for several reasons. First of all, there are some countries in Europe where not many women study scientific subjects, especially engineering and physics. But also when you move to ESTEC, you normally move from wherever in Europe, and you have to move your family. So there are still some more difficulties for women to move and move an entire family because of work. So the fact is that not so many women apply for the job. But we are growing. We are growing. We are much more than when I arrived in '91. And to be a rare beast, let's say, has some advantages. For instance, everybody always reminds about me. And you become easily famous. You are not, and this gives you a lot of visibility, a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities. Other than that, of course, like in every society, women still encounter some problems in career and so on. But I'm the demonstration that this is not true, because I'm in the upper management of Aztec, where, by the way, we have also a woman director. So I'm not the only one. So for the rest, I mean, during my job, I normally forget if I'm a woman, if another person is a man. We are what we are based on how we behaved and how expert we are. And I must say, this is a very nice environment where to work as a woman. I think to work in space, first characteristic is to be curious. You must be curious. And this curiosity should orientate you towards scientific studies. The other point is you must like working with other people. This is a key point, because our spacecrafts are in a minimum part made of hardware, in a maximum part made of working together. So most of the cost of our satellites is not the cost of the hardware itself, it's the cost of the hours people work together. So the human factor is very important, and anything for space is made by many experts working together. So I would really say that this is let's say, curiosity and let's say a kind of taste for working with the others are the two key ingredients.